I want to start this by saying that I think the Yoast WordPress SEO plugin is absolutely fantastic. It's made thousands of people's jobs much easier, and when used properly, you can set up a site almost perfectly for SEO. In fact, I've been, for the past over 3 years, I've kept an export of my Yoast SEO settings available so that anyone can import my settings that I choose to use, and we keep those updated all the time. If you import my settings, this is what comes in, and under the taxonomy section, for the title, description, and keywords, we make sure that we have unique text in each one. I mean, the default information that's in these areas is, in my opinion, not very good. So we make sure that you're going to have a unique title, a unique description, and I still like to use a meta keyword or two on pages. I think it's smart SEO. And so I want to make sure that we have a unique keyword too. Now, an example of this in action is over here at SEMPDX. If you were to look at our past events category and then scroll down and go to some previous pages, these are old events, and as you can see from the Moz bar here, title, unique, description, unique, meta keywords, unique. 100% unique title, description, keywords. Now, the Google Webmaster Tools, HTML tips, my own SEO automatic page checker, Raven Tools on-page analysis tool, Moz on-page analysis. If you're missing a meta description on any page, anywhere, that comes up as a flag. It comes up as an error. And about a year ago, this stopped working. With this plugin, paginated category and archive pages were no longer honoring the page parameter right here, and it stopped being unique. So people started complaining about that. They started this plugin. Again, I love the plugin. It breaks all the time. One thing affects another thing, and the support inside of WordPress is virtually non-existent. If you read this sticky post that says "read this before you post," even if you read that, you would not get his point, which is we don't answer anything here. It should say, I wish Yoast would rewrite this to say, do not bother posting here. We will not read it. Go post here on GitHub. GitHub is where you're supposed to post your problems, and I did that with this particular problem because, frankly, it's one thing if you want to break the paginated categories at SEMPDX because we're a nonprofit, we don't care. But I had a client who had 50, 60, 70 pages in multiple categories on their blog. They're a big brand name. They write a lot. They had a lot of relevant old categories, and they hired me to do SEO, and the tools, all tools, any tools, no matter what tool you use, pointed out that it's a mistake to have no description tag. So I posted here and got absolutely zero response. 4 days later, I started getting more vocal on Twitter. And that led to a lot of tweets back and forth where Yoast told me my passive-aggressive tweets will get me nowhere. Again, taking it personally, all I was trying to point out was something that used to work didn't work anymore. We're being paid to make it work for a client, and this was a problem. Well, he went on to say, after all this stuff and insulting me and telling me he lost all respect for me, which frankly I don't think he ever had anyway, he went on to point out that missing description tags is better than duplicate description tags, so we just don't get it. And if you read this thread, you would see there's just condescending remark after condescending remark over and over, and it pissed me off. So I basically just had my programmer fix it. And when we pointed it out to Yoast, he said, "Well, okay, let me fix that. Seems like a solid workaround." So no response at all to my programmer. Just didn't even tweet back at her. Didn't have any kind of interaction. Didn't want to know how we did it. All we did was point out that we fixed it and they were going to take care of it. Well, things have gotten worse. The version that we fixed was 1.5.2.7. 1.5.2.8 is where things were broken. That's where I submitted my ticket. That's where we started complaining. This is where he tried to fix it and kind of went stray. Then more people were complaining about more things wrong. Everything was related to something else. He went to 1.5.3, now 1.5.3.2. In the meantime, we have a perfectly fixed working version of 1.5.2.7 that we are using here at SEMPDX and that I'm using at my client, because I did not have the option of trying to explain to my client why every SEO tool in the world is wrong when it tells him missing description tags is a problem. I didn't want to explain, well, Yoast says this. That's just ridiculous. I needed no duplicate description tags. That's what we got on the paginated category. And I'm going to make that plugin available. It's if you update the out-of-date Yoast SEO plugin that I'm providing here, then you'll overwrite the changes. It'll be gone and it'll be broken again. So there you go. Have an optimal day.